Prison service authorities are proposing a 280% increase in daily feeding grant for inmates from 1 cedi 80 pesos to 5 Ghana cedis. Ashanti Regional Commander Samuel Usu-Amponsa says the current amount is woefully inadequate with dire health implications on inmates. Nana Sensu-Mensah has more in this report.
The welfare of inmates in various prisons remains a major concern, especially to human rights advocates. Inadequate feeding, congestion, and poor health are the conditions inmates endure as they depend on less than 2 Ghana cedis for a 3-course meal a day. Deputy Director of Prisons, Usu-Amponsa, observes, but for support from individuals and corporate Ghana, the situation would have been worse. He even finds the proposed 5 Ghana cedis as unrealistic, but he believes it would provide some level of respite.
Yeah, I will take this opportunity to appeal to the government to increase the feeding rate from 1 cedi 80 pesos to about 5 cedis, and that one will help us to feed them and feed them well. The quality of food, imagine 1 cedi 80 pesos and we have to feed them 3 times. It means that we have to feed them in the morning 60 pesos, afternoon 60, and so this one will help us to add up to what the government gives to us so that we can feed them and feed them well.
Mr. Usu-Amponsa spoke when members of the Action Chapel donated 200 bags of rice to the Kumasi Central and Amanfrom prisons in Kumasi on New Year's Day. The gesture of Action Chapel in Ashanti region is under the theme Compassion in Action, a project initiated by founder Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams. It has for the past 5 years supported and given hope to prisoners across the country. James Nana Ofriata is bishop in charge of Northern Ghana. He says the church has also established a skills training and rehabilitation center for drug addicts near Pram in the Greater Accra region.
Duncan Williams, who is my boss, sent myself and my church elders to come and donate these food items to the central prisons. Like I said earlier on, he gave us 200 bucks, and we sent 100 bucks to Amanfrom prison, and then we have also brought 100 bucks here. And this is something that he does every year. I personally, I really have a lot of will to do that because I was also a victim of drug addiction. So based on that, when I see drug addicts, and most of the people we meet in the prisons are drug addicts, and so I have compassion on them and I want to help them. And if God can change my life, I believe that he can change anybody also.
For JoyNews, Nana Sensu-Mensah reporting.